What's something that's secretly been great about the pandemic?
I am a recovering alcoholic. Spending most of my time at home exploring my hobbies, attending virtual counseling, and rebuilding relationships with my loved ones has helped me to realize that no substance has ever given me so much contentment, and I honestly never want to give up what I have now. In 4 weeks, I will be celebrating my 2-year sobriety anniversary. The grass, underneath the foot of snow, has never seemed greener. I got 6 to 8 hours a week back in commuting time. That's, like, about a whole extra workday every week that's mine to do with as I please. It's been incredible. And I hadn't realized how stressed my commute makes me. I don't have to be careful not to forget anything before I leave for work, or when I'm leaving the office at the end of the day. I don't have to pack lunch. I don't have to make sure I'm dressed for the weather both now and in 8 hours when I'm coming home. I don't have to get wet when I get that wrong, and I don't have to spend a day at work with my shoes and socks wet, or all of me wet. I don't have to wait at a bus stop for 40 minutes waiting for a bus that should have been here 30 minutes ago. If it wasn't for the pandemic, my dad would be dead right now. He likes to come over to our place while I'm at work and spend time with my dogs. My Papillon got away from him and wanted to play chase in our garage, which is basically a storage unit right now, and she was bobbing and weaving through boxes. When he caught her and took her inside, he noticed he was having a hard time catching his breath. My brother, who lives with me, offered to let him use his new oxygen meter, which he bought after he developed some temporary sleep apnea after he had COVID. The meter was frighteningly low, so he told our dad to go to the walk-in clinic. They told him as soon as he explained his oxygen level that he needed to go to the ER. He tests negative for COVID at the ER, but they found multiple blood clots in his lungs. They kept him a few days in the hospital, and he made a complete recovery with no permanent damage. I know my dad very well. Under normal circumstances, he would have gone home, tried to relax, gone to bed that night, and possibly never woken up the next morning. But COVID has us all on high alert, especially when it comes to breathing troubles. I never thought I'd be thankful for it. Also, after he got out of the hospital, he gave said Papillon an extra special doggy treat for saving his life. I'm missing a tooth fairly close to the front of my mouth, and I don't feel self-conscious smiling in public when I'm wearing a mask. It is a silly thing, but I kinda missed real smiles. Man, I feel totally the opposite. I've gained weight and feel totally anxious and depressed. I think I was before, but now feel like death fam. Considering therapy, but feel overwhelmed by the different options. Like there are so many different titles and qualifications and methods, and the insurance is even more confusing than finding a primary care, which I also need to do. No pressure to go somewhere on my days off. I don't feel like I'm wasting time when I have days off and don't spend them traveling or seeing people. I love staying at home and just hanging with my 2 cats. Sweatpants on, messy bun, junk food and games. I'm content with that. I was absolutely on fire during the first month of lockdown/working from home. I started all these creative projects, went out for a jog on my lunch breaks, and even after work too, and was having blast with all this new time. Then a couple more months went by and I started to feel the opposite. Just roll out of bed, get on work computer, finish up and log off around 5 p.m, cook dinner, get back in bed and Netflix/Reddit till sleep. I still have no idea WTF happened there. My dog suffered from dementia and was deaf, so I made sure to give him 100% of my time, take him for walks and cuddle him even though he wasn't aware of me anyway. Even a month before he was put down, he could walk 4 kilometers with me. But then he lost some weight, didn't want to eat, so we had to change his food. He had a massive stroke and got paralyzed because of that. He even wasn't able to blink, just non-stop barking. It was scary as hell. But because of lockdown I found out immediately and was able to get him to a vet in 2 hours. Unfortunately the test results were really bad, so I decided to do what was best for him. After 16 amazing years it was his time to go. I'm glad that lockdown happened because I could spend his 6 last months taking care of him basically 24/7. It just clicks with my brain somehow. I've gotten the best grades these past few semesters of my whole time in college. I'm off academic probation, I got an A in a class I failed twice before, required for my major, and I am able to do a second major I really wanted. I'm so much less stressed about exams and it feels so good to be able to show my parents grades I'm proud of. I don't know how I would have been able to do this without online classes. I had a lot of trouble with attendance, and my bad memory, and now I'm able to go to class from my room and re-watch lectures and have some notes for exams. I felt so low my first few years of college, and I finally feel good about myself as a student. It's still hard to believe that it's me getting these grades, and graduation is scary, but I'm so glad I get to do it. But seriously, so many things. Not having a commute. Being able to do the little things at home while you're home, for example, laundry, dishes. Not having to keep up a wardrobe. Being able to say, "What the actual fuck?" out loud without someone complaining to HR. Being able to take a massive dump when you need to and not feeling bad about it. Having my cat sit on my lap during meetings. Being able to excuse myself from bullshit meetings to take my dog outside to shit. Starting work at 06:00 or working after everyone has gone to bed. Taking a nap in the middle of the day. Answering emails while you're drinking beer. The only thing that has sucked about the pandemic is the fact I have gained a metric shit ton of weight. I became very close friends with a group of neighbors. We've always said hi, and every time we saw each other we kept bringing up that we were going to get together for our children to play. I was always concerned that people were saying that to be polite, but they might give me excuses to not hang out. The pandemic forced me to stop being afraid of rejection, and for my children's well-being I actually planned something when my son asked in front of other kids to have a play date. It's been a while and I've made great friends. I would actually trust every one of my new neighbors with my children's life, and I enjoy having theirs around.
I'm a per diem employee in an industry that shut down completely at the start of COVID. Unemployment paid me as though I was working daily, plus some. Vacation was also cancelled. For the first time in my life as a homeowner, I had both money and time. We rebuilt the deck, made some upgrades to the pool, tackled some indoor remodeling projects and repainted every room. My older daughter had fallen in with a questionable crowd at school and was suffering from major anxiety. School closed, and after the first week those friends were never heard from again. She's back with her old friends, the anxiety is gone, and she's my normal happy kid. 2020 sucked for the world, but man, it my best year ever. No shitty office parties. No daily meetings that should have been an email. No small talk with the security or whoever you get into a lift with. No travel. No late buses. No packed buses. No dealing with cunts on the bus. No forced office friendships or conversations. No wankers crowbarring themselves into my day. Time with my partner at home. Streams and videos on my other stream. Use phone at desk and listen to music without some middle manager getting pissy about it. I've not seen a middle manager for over 12 months. Pajamas instead of jeans. Comfortable chairs all day. Homemade lunches. Everything bad about going into an office is gone.